I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do.
What?
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion at quarterback, the 28-year-old Taylor Heineke.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Running the jet sweep, Landry. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
I know.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. He finds Corey Davis, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing, Heineke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Heineke now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their
Who is that?
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your
You hate to hear it.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free set.
Rick Hubert.
Great hands, and of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been.
What do I got to lose, Bird?
Down to a knee at the 25. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Working out of the gun. Hard throw, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
That's trying to come back for something.
I'm a complete and utter mess against the CPU. This is hilarious.
And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of
Josh
games.
Rosenthal, baby.
Now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The New York
Future's
offense taking over for their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw it is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
You like that?
Throwing now is Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Third and short yardage, Heineke. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is
this game is so good.
And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Bucs on
7-7. I've missed a field goal already, so things are good.
Here's Locke. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Past the 10,
I just went for a bomb on CeeDee Lamb, didn't work.
And that's where the return stops.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
A first down throw for Heineke. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third.
Luckily, the Jets keep dropping everything.
Second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Heineke throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL.
For real.
If you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Heineke. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Chris Jones now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down.
He left.
Block now to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Buccaneers have it. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Now a signal and a timeout call. As as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we've come up. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a give here to Pollard. It's a 6-yard.
We've got to turn down holding calls.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown,
it's
because
bad.
sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
I know.
Because you're headed towards the ball.
I know, that's why I'm saying it again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Locke. And this one quickly to Lamb. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jamian Sherwood there to make the stop. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Locke going to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Vaughn. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and
Did he really?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Heineke on first down. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Buccaneers have it.
Taylor Heineke just tried to hit stick Levante David, and that did not go well.
He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is you go from being a
did.
passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
On first down, Pollard. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on third down. Lock for Marshall. That's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 29, Heineke. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Heineke. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Heineke. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Bert, can you do anything else?
Now a carry for Jacobs. 2 yards the loss.
I bet you don't do this at the Pokemon quarterly conventions.
This defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
How am I personally financing?
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Okay. There you go. You want it back.
Throw, Heineke. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
But he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
We never hear from you again.
To Johnson again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further.
Oh, you'd be too cool. You'd be like,
I finally won a regional event, guys. You shrimps are nothing.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
You say a lot of things.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Maybe I will.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they wanted.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive,
Bert, I'll let you have that one.
And even more hope when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Let me talk to her then. I'll talk to her.
They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Lock. And he finds Howard complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Lock. And that will be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And Marshall's got him. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to